In this last lesson, we look at the second part of the development of astronomy, and we are going to look at the scientists who were involved in the development of astronomy. We now know that the sun, moon, and stars and their movement had fascinated people for thousands of years. For thousands of years, humans could not scientifically explain the movement of the celestial bodies. With the development of science, man's knowledge about universe increased gradually. We have gained an increasingly better understanding of the universe. Some of the most important discoveries that contributed to our knowledge of the universe will be discussed. And we start with our first scientist. And who is he? Nicholas Copernicus. What is this name? Nicholas Copernicus. Nicholas Copernicus suggested that the movement of the sun, moon, and planets can only be explained if we accept that the earth, these are the things that we must accept, and it's three of them. The earth rotates around its own axis, and the moon revolves around the earth, and the earth and the planets revolves around the sun. Okay, this is what Nicholas Copernicus suggested that we need to accept if we are going to study the movement of the sun, moon, and the planets. And we have, okay, let's look on the quick facts there. They say Copernicus suggested that the sun is the center point of the solar system. That was the first scientist, Nicholas Copernicus. And the second scientist we have is Galileo Galilei. Galileo Galilei was the first person to use a telescope to study the skies in 1610. He made adjustment to the telescope so that it could magnify the objects 30 times. That was our second scientist who first used the telescope and also made adjustment to it that it can magnify, or it can make objects 30 times than what they are. Some of the most important discoveries that Galileo Galilei has made is that he discovered the spots on the sun. From that, he deduced that the sun rotates around its own axis. He discovered also that the four largest moons of the Jupiter, he also discovered the four largest moons of Jupiter. He also discovered that there are craters on the surface of the moon and that the moon only reflects the light from the sun. He confirmed Copernicus' theory that the earth revolves around the sun. The third scientist is Johannes Kepler. Johannes Kepler follows in Copernicus' footsteps. He discovered that planets move on elliptical paths around the sun. Planets move faster when they are close to the sun and slower when they are far from the sun. He could calculate the distance of the different planets from the sun more accurately. Kepler's work is seen as some of the greatest scientist discoveries of all time. They say here on the quick facts, Kepler used mathematics to accurately describe orbits. And the last scientist that we have, the fourth one, is Isaac Newton. We call him Sir Isaac Newton. They say here, Sir Isaac Newton is widely acknowledged as one of the most influential scientists of all time. Newton formulated 3 laws of motion and 1 of gravitation. 3 laws These laws dominated scientists' understanding of the universe for the following 300 years. He proved the following, that is Sir Isaac Newton. He proved the movement of objects on Earth and the movement of celestial bodies can be explained by the same principles. He also proved that the sun is at the center of our solar system. And Newton built the first reflecting telescope by means of prism. Newton proved that the white light consists of a spectrum of colors. You will learn a lot about the spectrum of colors in grade 8. So what you need to know about our scientists, you need to know their name and their timelines and also the discoveries that they have made.